Hi and welcome to Candyfloss Crochet. Today I'm going to show you how to do a raised border to join two granny squares together. So I've got these two that I made earlier, and as you can see they're in different colours, and I'm going to join them using Stylecraft Special DK in white, so you can see the contrasting colour. So for this tutorial you will need your crochet hook. Now I'm using a 5.5 because these squares were made in a 4.5. okay, so go up a size so that you don't pull the stitches too tightly with it. You also use a darning needle to sew in your ends and your scissors. Okay, so let's get started. So if you get your end, and with your work you're going to take your two squares and put them back to back. Okay, so they're back to back. It's quite easy for me to see which is back to back because I've got the flowers on, so that does make it slightly easier. And we're going to start our join in the corner with a slip stitch. So if you go straight into the corner and you take your hook, pull your yarn through and slip stitch onto that corner, and then work a double crochet. So double crochet, this is a UK terms. So you insert your hook and you're going to go through both of the squares, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through both. Okay, now we're going to work along all the stitches all the way along the top of our work, so it's important that you have a matching number of stitches all the way along, and you're going to work a double crochet into each one. So you're going into the front square, finding the corresponding stitch on the back square, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Your next one, and you're working your double crochet all the way along, picking up those stitches as you go for both sides, all the way along your work, into the front, into the one at the back, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. And you're going into the top V's all the way along your work. Just working your double crochet, and what this will do is create a raised border between them. So you could use a completely different color as I've done here. You could add in a contrasting color, or you could use the same colors you've used all the way along, but it just gives you a different look to the invisible join. I've also got a tutorial on which the link will be in the description box below. And work all the way along your square, picking up the links for each one. That's that one. And your next one. Working your double crochet, and this will give a slight raise. So if you want to pause the video at this point, work all the way along, and then when you get to the end, rejoin me and I'll show you how to finish off your seam. Okay, so you should have worked your double crochet all the way along your work now, and you've got to your last corner space. So like we did before, you're going into the corner on both your squares and working your double crochet. I'm just going to pull up the end there, and when you fold your work out, as you can see, you get a raised edge in the middle of your work, and this looks quite effective on various patterns depending on the colors that you use, but you can also do an invisible join if you want. But if you wanted to make it stand out and more prominent, then this is one stitch that you can do. What I would recommend is that you lay your work out into columns. So you have your next squares up here and then sew on, and you carry on joining. So when you get to this corner and you bring in your next square that you're going to join here, and then obviously you have a corresponding one on this side, you're going to work into that corner to fill in that corner as you go. So I hope that's clear. I hope you understand it, and thank you for watching. And